My name is Amanda Dillard, and this is my persuasive speech. My name is Amanda Dillard. Thank you guys for talking to me today. I am a retail manager, and one of the highest stressed skills that I believe a manager has to have is to be a strong and effective communicator. Managers need to know how to interact not just with their supervisors and employees, but also with the multitude of customers that come into their store to shop and may need help. And with my coworkers, I need to know how to interact with them either all at once in a group or one-on-one. As a manager, I know that I am their leader, and I need to know how to lead. And lastly, I need to know how to interact with different kinds of people from different cultures. For example, I was recently sent to a new store location where the majority of my employees speak English as a second language, and also quite a bit of my customers do as well. Before, I would often get frustrated if I was trying to communicate something difficult, and it was really hard for me to feel like I was getting my point across. At times, I would avoid having complicated conversations with them because I would feel embarrassed if I couldn't communicate effectively. Since then, I've learned how to use communication skills such as proper listening. If they're talking to me, I repeat what they're saying back to them to ensure that I'm understanding what they're saying. I've also learned how to look for nonverbal cues such as facial expressions to see if they start looking a little lost or confused. I've also become better at various group speaking. For example, at work, we often get together a group of about 15 or so managers and a couple of higher-ups. And we discuss issues with our stores, questions we may have, successes that we've had. And in the past, I had a speak when spoken to attitude, and I would get really nervous if my name was called to talk about something. And I felt very fearful that I was being judged by my peers and that they weren't going to perceive me as being a strong manager if I said something that was wrong. Well, the last meeting, I started practicing better communication skills, and I started speaking up more so, and I voluntarily offered a lot of information, and I asked a lot of questions, and in the end, I wasn't as worried about what other people thought, and I felt more fulfilled and like I'd actually learned something. Also, sometimes I'm expected to speak to my crew as a group and kind of do a sort of presentation, what's new, what's going on in the store, make sure that everybody's on the same page. And I've had to do a few of these, and they used to be very stressful. Well, I just had to do another one, and it wasn't as stressful as it used to be. It went pretty smoothly, and I started seeing really good results for my crew quicker than I had in the past. I also need to be able to communicate company expectations and needs, and I have to do this either in a group or one-on-one. When I do this, I've learned how to use I and we language as opposed to you language. And what this does is it helps them feel included. We're part of a team, and they aren't necessarily feeling singled out. I've also learned how to use self-monitoring, which in this case means that I'm paying attention to my own actions and that I'm making sure that I'm speaking and acting appropriately with my customers and with my crew. I've also learned about exemplification, and that's basically like practicing self-monitoring, but it's expecting my crew to follow my lead. It's essentially leading by example. In short, I do feel like I should be hired because not only do I have the years of experience already managing other people, but my communication skills are only getting better and better, and my confidence is growing, and I'm starting to see proven results with the people that I work with. Thank you very much.